go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robezoid channel. I'm your host, Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Juliette Has a Gun. This is a brand that, honestly, if you go on my channel last year, and then of course the previous years, there was nothing on my channel, zero crickets. It was a brand that was a kind of like a Sephora brand to me. And they have gorgeous bottles, but I never really was inclined to delve into it. Now this year, just because of this whole Fragflex return haul, I think I have like 4 videos on my channel now. This one right here, Romantina. And I think this is an older release. Yeah, 2011 release from Juliette Has a Gun. You know, I haven't really tackled the ones that got the free bottle brigades, those are some of the more recent. Obviously, the Free Bottle Brigade was non-existent in 2011. It started in the mid 2010-ish, and you could tell, when they started releasing the Moscow Mules, the vanilla vibes, and all that. That's when the Free Bottle Brigade come in. So Romantina, let's see what this one's all about. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, hit that bell. Smash that like button. I much appreciate it. Especially, let's get this mug with all those influencers and have a real deal fragrance review here on this channel. So let's take a look at the note breakdown on this one. And as you can see, a lot of florals here. So this is going to be a floral based fragrance. And I'm not that type of guy that's like manly man that has to be, cedarwood or has to smell like black pepper or, something crazy. I really do. My palette's huge. Florals, things like rose, iris, osmanthus, jasmine, among other. I've smelt all these florals in this fragrance, but we'll see which ones are obviously major players, minor players, or not any players at all. So let's get into it. Let's delve into this one and let's see what it's all about. And this brand, from my previous experience, I got 2 or 3 here that I actually smelt from this Fragflex line. I would say they're give or take, right? There's some good with some bad with this line. So we'll see what we get out of this one. I think this is supposed to be a white bottle. It kind of has a pinkish hue to it. Maybe that's right, or maybe that's just the lighting, but a white bottle, pinkish hue kind of, and then the red writing, or Romantina. So let's delve into it. Let's put it on strip first, and then of course on skin. Atomizer, very much controlled atomizer. Love that. Let's sniff it out. Let's see what we get. Oh, yeah, the florals are present. Glad they showed up. They should. There's tons of them. Rose. I don't know if it'll be rose-centric because I smell a little bit of jasmine here. A little bit of that white floral too. I think that's lily. Yeah, lily of the valley. Wow. A bouquet with musky backbone, vanillic vibe as well. A little bit of soapy qualities here. So let's delve into it on skin. And I kind of like this kind of atomizer that I can just do one spray the whole arm. Yeah. Is rose the major factor in here? Seems like it. And some white florals with it. So those are your major facets. I would say orange blossom, yeah, a little bit of that, a little bit. You're getting the jasmine, 100%. You're getting, of course, lily of the valley, rose, iris, not so much. Osmanthus can be part of that family, but not so much either. Big bouquet of florals here with a bit of musks, some soapy qualities I'm getting here. The florals are very much creamy, so they do have some quality to them. Just an okay floral. Nothing here that's standing out. And these kind of fragrances, even though it feels like there's a good build here, even though the build is good, there's no wow factor. They feel kind of, and I'm feeling some of that in the women's aisle. The more I'm delving into the women's aisle, I'm getting into this subgenre of what's in the men's aisle, right? There's these these boring nuances in the men's aisle. Not saying that some are well made, some are not well made. This is where I'm getting into that aisle of the women's aisle, that creamy florals. They have some sweetness, there's some freshness, there's some powdery aspects, there's some soapy qualities, but there's a musky backbone to it. And it's very subtle as a scent. It has some brightness to it. It's uplifting. The florals really do their thing. There's the vanilla kind of gives it a creamy or milky undertone kind of thing going on. But at the end of the day, it doesn't have, it's just like the bottle. There's no personality to this bottle, even though a gorgeous bottle actually, but you know, it kind of, there's no wow factor. So at the end of the day, Romantina, not my favorite from Juliette Has a Gun. And again, every brand has its, you know, great releases, good releases, okay releases, and then there's the bottom of the barrel. Every brand's going to have some of these. If you have a truthful fragrance reviewer, there is going to be a real big mashup of that, depending on the creative direction of the brand, the noses they utilize, things like that. There could be more great and good, depending on your fragrance reviewer, to bad. Juliette Has a Gun, as a whole right now, they have some good ones that I've smelt. Nothing great yet, nothing that I really did like that first one, Lady Vengeance, I think was the one with Francis K that penned that one. It was a beautiful rose, absolutely gorgeous rose. That one's, I wouldn't say great, but it's basically, I think it's worth more than the money's been asked by Juliette Has a Gun. I feel like it could be a Maison Francis K type of rose. Not a big, huge fragrance, like a big wow one, but it has a beautiful rose that Francis K is known for. And when you're getting it from a brand like this with a cheaper price tag, you tend to notice. But I feel like this brand, Juliette Has a Gun, for now, and again, I've only smelled, I would say 4 to 5. You know, I'm losing count, but I would say they're in the okay aisle, and that's not good enough for me personally. Yeah, floral, powdery, sweet, soapy. It has the soapy quality here. Orange Blossom is going to give you some of that. White florals, right? Musk, and a little bit of vanillic backbone that kind of, and again, some florals can come off creamy, but I feel like the vanilla is playing kind of a little bit of a game with the florals here. Very subtle as a set. I'm not feeling, you know, it's not a big engulfment of scent profile here. So Romantina, meh, like a meh. For me personally, it doesn't have that wow factor. I think it's well, like my thought process is that it's well built. Blending's pretty good, but it's missing that je ne sais quoi, which is, you know, wow factor. Something, one of these notes to step up to the plate and give me that wow factor. I'm not getting that. And that could be part of the blending, which is, you know, that's fine. But yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, okay. Okay release. It's very plain, gray, that kind of fragrance profile. Now, I got this one, of course, at fragflex.com. You can too. Use my code TFG10. You get 10% off site-wide. And again, you don't have to get this. It's site-wide, so you can go check out the website and see if there's anything. They do have decants, which Mr. here decants for them. There is full bottles like you see here, and then they have testers. And again, that 10% off does help out. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. What do you think of Romantina? If you have smelt this fragrance, would love to see. And again, I'm not looking for cosigns. I'm actually looking for different type of comments, good, bad. If you've had this since 2011, it was your signature scent when you were younger, things like that. I can see that, right? This is a fragrance that isn't, I don't feel like it's a trash bin. I feel like it's more of a taste thing for me. Kind of boring to me, at least to me. Anyway, and as always, a great import fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your Juliette Has a Gun release wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.